Welcome to Education SME Point. Best Supply Chain Interview Questions and Answers. What are the functions of supply chain management? The functions of supply chain management include the following: purchasing, operations, logistics, resource management, information workflow. What is inventory control? Inventory control is the process of reducing inventory costs while remaining responsive to customer demands. By this definition, a store would want to lower its acquisition, carrying, ordering, and stock out costs to their lowest possible levels. However, a store would need to have enough inventories to meet any needs of its customers. What are the duties of an inventory manager? You are working as an inventory manager. You are required to develop and implement an overall inventory management plan that includes materials procurement, inventory stock levels, and facility needs and personnel management. Also, as an inventory manager, you are required to provide direction to staff members who handle inventory control and ensure any overstocking or shortages are handled efficiently. What is affreightment? Affreightment, from freight, is a legal term used in shipping. The charterer agrees to pay a specified price, called freight, for the carriage of the goods or the use of the ship. A ship may be let, like a house, to a person who takes possession and control of it for a specified term. What are the types of reordering systems that can be used in inventory control? The fixed order quantity uses fixed quantities of goods ordered at various order points to replenish inventory. The fixed order period uses fixed times of reorder with various order quantities to replenish inventory to preset levels. The final system, just in time, uses a constant flow of goods to match the level of demand. What is the importance of OQ? OQ level is the point at which stocking costs are at their lowest point for a given item. What is just in time, JIT, in supply chain management? Just in time, JIT, is a manufacturing and inventory management system that helps to boost efficiency and reduce waste. Does the model always work? No, the model only works for those cases that meet its assumptions. What makes OQ work for inventory control? OQ works if its four assumptions match the case it is used on. The assumptions are: annual demand, carrying costs and ordering costs can be estimated. Inventory level is divided by 2, no safety stock, goods used uniformly and are gone by next order. Stock out, customer responsiveness and other costs not considered. No quantity discounts. What are the activities performed at operational level in logistics? The major activities can be divided in 3 parts: pickup from supplier, storage or warehousing, and distribution to end customer as per demand. The sub-activities include in the whole operations are: pickup of the goods from supplier, packaging, transportation via air, sea and road, customs clearance, delivery of the goods, warehousing, quality control/quality assurance, sorting of the goods, inventory management, stock replenishment, distribution of the stores, return shipment handling.
Inventory controls are followed. What can I expect? Inventory policy: you should be able to realize important advantages in inventory control. The first is reduced costs for inventories, along with reduced amounts of inventory. Theft and shrinkage should also be reduced if inventory policy is followed. The final benefit will be increased profits for the store. When should a physical inventory be taken? The inventory should be taken at least once a year. If items are perishable, seasonal or highly demanded, inventory should be taken more often. Explain material requirements planning, MRP. Material requirements planning, MRP, is a computer-based inventory management solution that helps firms increase their productivity. Material requirements planning systems are used by businesses to predict raw material amounts and schedule deliveries. Can forecasting help in controlling inventory? Yes, through the use of forecasts, inventory levels can be set to meet the demands while keeping levels as low as possible. What is cycle? A cycle count is an inventory auditing procedure, which falls under inventory management, where a small subset of inventory, in a specific location, is counted on a specified day. Cycle counts contrast with traditional physical inventory in that a full physical inventory may stop operation at a facility while all items are counted at one time. It helps to see the difference between actual stock and book stock. Book stock is the stock available in the system. What is closing stock? Closing stock is the amount of inventory that a business still has on hand at the end of a reporting period. This includes raw materials, work in process, and finished goods inventory. The amount of closing stock can be ascertained with a physical count of the inventory. It can also be determined by using a perpetual inventory system and cycle counting to continually adjust inventory records to arrive at ending balances. Closing stock is an asset. In inventory account, it is under debit. In trading account, it is under credit. Because it is still not traded. Why is procurement considered such an important part of inventory control? Procurement is the backbone of inventory management. Inventory specialists have to create and maintain liaison with vendors and suppliers, and customers to ensure that supplies are obtained in a timely manner and that there are no shortages when the need arises. What are the features of total quality management? Customer-focused, involved employees, process-oriented, mutually dependent systems, strategic approach, continuous improvement, data-driven decisions, effective communications. When should a physical inventory be taken? The inventory should be taken at least once a year. If items are perishable, seasonal or highly demanded, inventory should be taken more often.
What are finished goods? Inventories are those completely manufactured products which are ready for sale. Stocks of raw materials and work in process facilitate production, while stock of finished goods is required for smooth marketing operations. Thus, inventories serve as a link between the production and consumption of goods. Can you explain less than truckload? Less than truckload occurs when the transport owner and shipper enter a contract where the owner is not paid in full for the truck. The price of the shipment is taken into account depending on the weight of the goods and the distance it will travel. What are the important considerations in inventory control? Inventory control to work at its best, a store must consider the costs of acquisition, carrying, ordering, and stock out. The store must also look at its reordering system, its budgeting for inventory, insurance and forecasted demand. Explain reverse supply chain. It's a set of procedures for retrieving a used goods from a consumer and either discarding or reusing it. Reverse supply chains are becoming an increasingly important component of business for a rising number of enterprises in industries ranging from carpets to computers. What is Cogs? Cost of goods sold, formula. Manufacturers, cost of goods sold, COGS, is the cost of buying raw materials and manufacturing finished products. Retailers, it's the cost of obtaining or buying the products sold to customers. Opening stock, beginning inventory, plus purchases, closing stock, and inventory, equals Cogs. If the company is in a service industry, Cogs is the cost of the service it offers. Cogs can help companies work out how much they should charge for their products and services, and the level of sales they need to sustain in order to make a profit. The price paid for products is particularly crucial to retailers, as it is often their greatest area of expenditure. But all businesses can benefit from an analysis of Cogs, as it can highlight ways of improving efficiency and cutting expenditure. What is the purpose of safety stock? To control the likelihood of a stock out due to the variability of demand during lead time. Do you have regular visibility into excess and obsolete stock, and is it linked to targeted action plans to sell off or reduce this inventory? Excess and obsolete stock stems from ineffective sales forecasting, planning, or using a business model that fails to factor in product complexity and life cycles correctly. Inventory leaders establish processes to determine why excesses are being created and then develop a plan of action to sell it off. In some instances, the fear of the write-off has led to a large build-up over time of obsolete inventory. Thanks for watching Education SME Point. Like, subscribe, share.